On a somewhat cold but very wet Thursday afternoon here at Westbury High School, it is senior night for the Westbury Baseball Mustangs. The Westbury Mustangs taking on the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils in a game where both teams are hoping to keep their playoff hopes alive for a District 3 championship tournament. Hello, everyone watching on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. It is wet here. You can see the tarps are on the batters area and the pitching mound here, but this game will go on as scheduled somewhat. This game was originally scheduled to start at 4:30, but with the heavy rain coming up later, it is somewhat light right now, but the rain is just not got up, so scheduled first pitch is for 4:15 at the moment. But we are going to get this game in today because Greencastle-Antrim, a long trip for them to be here, and they're already here. So we are going to try to get this game in as much as we can before the heavier stuff, according to our friends over at ABC 27 Weather Center. The heavier rain is not supposed to start until around 7 o'clock. So light showers is doable. The infield is wet. The umpires are already here checking out the field. They said we could be good to go as we are about to have our senior night festivities, our senior recognition here. As the West Prairie Mustangs have 3 seniors on the baseball team here today, including David LaChance, Ryden Hertzler, and Bryce Smith. Each going to be honored here today. Before today's game, we have a canopy over our heads here. That's how we got the equipment dry here today. So no need to worry about a power outage here due to the wet conditions. But we have Mr. Ryan Anderson, our athletic director here. And it's probably going to get very loud here in a second because we have the speakers right here in front of us as the baseball team, the West Prairie Mustangs, lining up for the tunnel. And we're going to send over to Ryan Anderson for our senior recognitions right now.
Welcome to today's mid-pen matchup between visiting Greencastle and your West Prairie Mustangs. Today's a special day for our baseball program. We have 3 seniors that we want to honor today for their commitment and sacrifice participate in our athletic programs here. Up first, we have Bryce Smith. Bryce Smith is being escorted by his parents, Amber and Brian. He pitches, plays right field, and center field for the Mustangs. His other activities include football and fishing. Bryce will be attending Penn State Altoona in the fall to study business and play baseball. His favorite memory is hitting a walk-off against Waynesboro his freshman year. Bryce's advice to future players is to be honest with yourself and put yourself in a position you feel you can grow as a person and an athlete. Trust the process, have fun, and remember chicks dig the long ball. He would like to thank his mom, dad, high school and travel ball coaches, and all my teammates who have become my closest friends. So I get a round of applause for Bryce Smith. Our next senior, David LaChance. David is being escorted by his mother, Stacy Womer. He catches and plays the outfield for the Mustangs. His other activities include marching band, where he plays the trumpet, and he also catches for the 18U Hamden Vamps. David plans to attend college and major in nutrition. His favorite memory is the Virginia trip this year as a senior. His advice to future players is don't look forward to the days ahead, enjoy the day you're living. David would like to thank his mom, dad, Josh, his family, friends, and coaches. Give me a round of applause for David LaChance. Our next senior, Ryden Hertzler. Ryden is being escorted by his parents, Amy and Dusty. He plays left field and pitches for the Mustangs. He enjoys riding four-wheeler. All the memories made and all the relationships created. 4 years goes by fast. Ryden would like to thank Coach Sano, Brownie, and his teammates. Can we get a round of applause for Ryan Hertzler? Again, thank you, seniors, for your commitment to the baseball program. Best of luck today, end of the season, in your senior high school career. Good luck.
We did have a couple of technical difficulties during that last introduction for Ryan Hertzler, but we do have the bio here, and we'll go over the bio here again for Ryan Hertzler, the last senior to be introduced. So Ryan Hertzler, he was just escorted by his parents, Amy and Dusty Hertzler. He plays left field and pitches for the Mustangs. He enjoys riding four-wheelers and following dirt track racing. Ryan plans to attend Harrisburg Area Community College for business management. His favorite memories are the Virginia trips and the team's comeback in the Pico tournament last year. Ryan's advice to future players is to enjoy and embrace all the memories made and all the relationships created. 4 years go by fast. Ryan would like to thank Coach Sano, Brownie, and his teammates. As we got the tarps being removed right now, and we are getting set for Mid-Penn Colonial Division action for West Prairie Baseball Senior Night. The Mustangs taking on the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils. Thank you for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Here for what should be an exciting one here. Both these teams looking to keep their playoff hopes alive, and both teams are still very well in position, in content for the District 3 playoffs. The West Prairie Mustangs coming to this game with an overall record of 6 wins and 11 losses. They are 2-10 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. And the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils are currently 9-8 overall, 6-7 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Last time out for both teams, the West Prairie Mustangs lost back-to-back games against Northern Polar Bears. First, it was 8-6 on Monday here, and then the next day on Tuesday, the West Prairie Mustangs losing at Dillsburg against the Northern Polar Bears. The final score was 4-2 on Tuesday. The Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils are coming off a big win, a 1-0 victory at Big Spring this past Tuesday. The Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils have swept the Big Spring Bulldogs, both via a shutout. 5-0 at Greencastle-Antrim and 1-0 at Big Spring this past Tuesday. Last time these two teams met was back on April 15th when the Blue Devils won on their home field. Final score of that one was 6-1. West Prairie seniors being introduced before, if you're just tuning in. You can see the three seniors right there on your screen. David Chance on the right, Bryce Smith is in the middle, and Ryan Hertzler on the far left. Greencastle-Antrim, ladies and gentlemen, according to their roster, they have 10 seniors. They have a full team of seniors. They include Jarek Sofarski, Briggs Remenick, Avon Ford, Garrett Decker, Ryan Farrell, Landon Hoof, Parker Funk, Cole Barnhart, Riley Bohr, and Logan Shiflett. Man, 10 seniors on a Greencastle-Antrim team. That's a low team. It's almost surprising fact they're only 9-8 so far. I mean, with that many seniors, all that talent, man, oh man, you would think they'd do a little bit better. But Greencastle-Antrim, ladies and gentlemen, they are definitely not out of playoffs just yet. They are in 5A. The top 16 teams qualify for a District 3 5A playoffs. Greencastle-Antrim currently right behind at number 17. So Greencastle-Antrim still very well in position for a District 3 playoff spot, but they need a little bit of work for their last 2 games of the season. Next time up for the Blue Devils will be their regular season finale next Tuesday when they will hit the road to East Pennsboro. West Prairie Mustangs have 2 more games after today. Next Monday, they will return home against East Juniata, and then next Tuesday, they will be at James Buchanan. And Greencastle-Antrim, they're a District 3 finalist from a year ago. They made it to the district championship game, and then later made it to the state semifinals a year ago for Greencastle-Antrim. So the talent is definitely there. It's just the record is just not showing it. And right now they're number 17 in District 3 5A playoffs. The top 16 qualify for those playoffs. Last year for Greencastle-Antrim. They made it to their first District 3 championship game since winning it in 2013, and then they made it to the state semifinals for the second time in program history, their first since going to the Final Four back in the year 2000. The West Prairie Mustangs have lost 5 of the last 7 against Greencastle-Antrim since joining the Colonial Division in 2021. However, West Perry, since moving to the Colonial Division, they went undefeated on senior night. They won the last 3 senior nights, so that's definitely hopeful for the Mustangs as they look for a big win here today. West Perry also in contention for a District 3 playoff spot, when West Perry currently right now is sitting at number 14. So they do need a little bit of help because in 4A, the top 10 teams qualify for a District 3 playoff. So West Perry definitely needs to win out, and then they might need a little bit of help. So we'll see. The senior night festivities have concluded. The rain has lightened up a little bit, but there just seems to be no stopping of the rain here today. And we'll be set ready to go. Actually, let's go ahead and get started right now. Our umpires are already on the field, and they're ready to go. They examine the field. The tarps are off the mound and batting area. As we are set to go, we have the starting lineups for you here today. First, for the visiting Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils under the direction of head coach Eric Shaner. Here is the starting lineup for the Blue Devils. Batting first is the center fielder, number 9, Carter McCauley. Batting second is the left fielder, number 11, Ryan Farrell. Batting third is the catcher, number 4, Ethan Ford. Batting fourth is the first baseman, number 22, Parker Funk. Batting fifth is the right fielder, number 27, Avery Hurst. Batting sixth is the second baseman, number 6, Garrett Decker. Batting seventh is the shortstop, number 3, Briggs Remedick. Batting eighth is the designated hitter for Greencastle-Antrim, number 33, Logan Shiflett. He will be hitting for the starting pitcher for Greencastle-Antrim, number 17, Landon Huth. And batting ninth is the third baseman, number 1, Jarek Soflarski. Substitutions for Greencastle-Antrim include number 2, Cam Nyland. Number 14, J.D. Flynn. Batting number 20 is Ben Hurst. Number 21, Jackson Bostick. Number 23, Cole Barnhart. Number 26, Riley Borer. And number 30, Ryder Lynn. And here is the starting lineup for the West Prairie Mustangs under the direction of head coach Jeff Sano. Batting first will be the shortstop, number 1, Mason Sano. Batting second is the third baseman, number 17, Austin Lyons. Batting third is the starting pitcher for West Perry, number 9, Cole Brown. Batting fourth is the senior center fielder, number 13, Bryce Smith. Batting fifth is the first baseman, number 8, Braden McKeever. Batting sixth is the second baseman, number 5, Eli Lyons. Batting seventh is the designated hitter for West Prairie, number 4, the senior, David LeChance. Batting eighth is the right fielder, number 3, Jordy Ogden, and batting ninth is the catcher, number 2, Tanner Sigler. David LeChance is the designated hitter. He will be the senior. He is heading for the senior left fielder, number 12, Ryden Hertzler. And we are set ready to go. We have the canopy over us here today. Thank you to the school for providing, especially for Ryan Anderson, to have the canopy here for me so we can keep the equipment dry. As we will be set for West Prairie Baseball Senior Night against the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils. We'll take a quick break and get set for what is sure to be a wet senior night here at West Prairie High School. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back to get things started here at West Prairie High School. The rain getting heavier here, but according to our friends over the ABC 27 Weather Center, this rain could last the entire game, but we could get a little bit of a break around 5 o'clock ish, so we'll see if our good friends, the most accurate weather forecast over ABC 27, Mr. Eric Fickenminer, see if his prediction comes true today. But the rain is coming down hard, and we are set and ready to go. Senior night for West Prairie Baseball. Ryan Hertzler, David Chance, Bryce Smith, all three of them playing here today. David Chance is the designated hitter for the Mustangs today. Ryan Hertzler is out in left field, and Bryce Smith is out in center field. As we are set and ready to go. The starting pitcher for West Prairie is Cole Brown. Cole Brown, a good athlete here, also plays football. Did a little bit as a quarterback. Last year he mostly did the tight end position. And he is getting the start on the mound here today. Kind of a surprising move really for me. Like, Cole Brown, he's a good pitcher, don't get me wrong. But I would think for seeing that, I thought that Bryce Smith might have been starting on the mound here today. But Bryce Smith is out in center field today. And the rain just continues to go down. It seems like it's getting heavier and heavier. Not too many fans here, as you can imagine, but most of them have umbrellas. I think I see one Greencastle-Antrim fan down the third base line with, well, a couple of them really, with nothing but a hoodie. Lawn chairs are going to get wet here today. A lot of people are going to get wet here today. Not too many fans, but thank you for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel as we are set to begin here in the first. Cole Brown, the starting pitcher for the West Prairie Mustangs, and leading off for the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils is the center fielder, number 9, Carter McCauley. As we are set and ready to go here, the rain coming down. It is a wet one here at West Prairie for senior night. First pitch is swung on and fouled back for strike one. I don't know, is there like a rule in high school baseball, like how many innings we can get in for it to be an official game, or do we have to go all 7? Unless if there's some 4.5. So okay, and so only one pitch is taken for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. So yeah, 4.5 innings is the distance we at least need to go to for it to be an official game. So we'll see if we can get this game in today. Here is the next pitch, and this is swung on and over the leaping ever of Eli Lyon, and that was Eli Lyons trying to jump up, make the grab, goes out for a leadoff base hit for Carter McCauley. And again, if you don't want to go a full 7 innings here or 4.5, you can get a 15-run rule through 3 innings. I don't know if that's going to happen today or not. I doubt it will, but we'll see. Here is Ryan Farrell now, a senior for Greencastle-Antrim, the left fielder, batting second. Layoff base hit already for the Blue Devils. As the rain just continues to come down. Here is a high fastball for ball 1. Another thing you got to keep in mind here is the most vulnerable position for a baseball player in the rain is the pitcher. You got to keep a close eye on his feet. And I'm sure the umpires here are very well of that rule, that if there's any sign of slipping whatsoever, they can do one of 2 things. They can either get more dirt on the mound to see how long that will last, or they might have to have a rain delay here and put the tarp back over the pitching mound. And here is strike 1 here to Ryan Farrell. 1 ball and 1 strike. Do I really need to explain the weather forecast for the start of today's game? The rain is coming down hard. Game time temperature at 60 degrees. So it's a little bit on the mild side, but it's just wet. Throw over, nothing doing. I can't imagine that West Prairie pitching is going to do a throw over a whole lot. They're used to doing that. But with a rainy day like today, they might want to limit that. So Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and nope, another throw over. And you can see the mud is just flying around first base. That uniforms say they're going to get muddy in the infield for sure. That's 3 in a row now. Let's see if they can go for it again, trying to get the runner out first. Nope, and there's a called strike 2 to Ryan Farrell. Our umpires for today's game, calling balls and strike behind the plate, is Luke Roman, and caught off the bases is Brian Rom. One-two pitch from Cole Brown, maybe, and delay here, and timeout called at the plate. Yeah, I actually agree with some of the Greencastle fans here. Like, it's pouring down rain. Why hang on? Let's just go. Let's get this game in. And so here's the next pitch, and that is ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You gotta keep an eye on the feet of Cole Brown on the mound. If there's any sign of slipping, they gotta have to get new dirt. Hey, here's a swing. Don't play ball, perhaps. Mason Sano diving for a throw to first. A nice scoop for McKeever to save an error, but it's got to be a fearless choice. Nice play there for Mason Sano right behind the second base bag. And there's one away here after a fielder's choice. So up next is Ethan Ford, the senior catcher. And the rain just pouring down here, ladies and gentlemen. Good thing we have this canopy here. I wasn't afraid that I was going to be pouring down rain. I was like, I know we have a canopy. The track and field team uses this canopy here, but fortunately, track and field doesn't have anything today. In fact, they're done pretty much for the regular season. West Prairie Boys Track and Field winning the Mid-Penn Capital Division Championship again. West Prairie Lady Mustangs only one loss for them this year. That was against East Pennsboro. And here's a swing and a miss from Ethan Ford. Count is at 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. And Ryan Farrell standing soaking wet at first base. And throw over, nothing doing. Yeah, I believe this might be a first for us for West Prairie Broadcasting, where we had to get the canopy out to protect our equipment here. And thank you, track and field team, for technically let us use it. We kind of took it. Here's a swing, and that's going to be a gap or a base hit. Ethan Ford is routing first, going to second, and Ryan Farrell routing the plate. Throw is in, and the Blue Devils have an early lead, and it's 1-0 Blue Devils. An RBI double for Ethan Ford puts the Blue Devils on the board first with 1 out in the first. And now a courtesy runner here for the Greencastle-Antrim catcher. Number 23, Cole Barnhart, is the pinch runner for the GA catcher. So up next here is Parker Funk, the first baseman. And he swings at a first pitch, and that will go down the third baseline and foul. Luke Roman, ladies and gentlemen, I had no idea he was an umpire. We've been friends for a few years now, and I never knew he was an umpire. I mean, he even knows my dad. Was a big part of high school baseball here. I'm sure he's watching, probably. Yeah. We've been friends for like 4 years now, and I had no idea he was an umpire. Here he is calling balls and strikes. Here's a swing, foul tip into Tanner Sigler's glove for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. This is exactly what Greencastle-Antrim needed to do, score first. And what better time to do it in the first inning on a rainy Thursday afternoon. Here's the 0-2 pitch and a waste pitch there. Good one, but laid off by Funk. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch and check swing, no swing. 2 balls and 2 strikes after that pitch in the dirt. Greencastle-Antrim only has one more game after today in the regular season. They are currently ranked number 17 in District 3 5A power rankings. The top 16 teams qualify for those District 3 playoffs in 5A. Here's a rip out towards right field. Jordy Ogden's going to make the grab, and there's out number 2. Even the pinch runner Cole Barnhart is not tagging, and there's 2 away. Now bring up Avery Hurst. Avery Hurst, the right fielder, getting his first opportunity here in this game. The 5th batter in the lineup, and 2 outs here. First pitch to Hurst is swung on, and it's good hop there and taken by Mason Sano. Throw to first, and that will end the inning. 6-3 put out for the final out, but the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils strike first on an RBI double from Ethan Ford. We are going to the bottom of the first. West Perry count up the bat for the first time on a rainy senior night. This is West Perry Baseball. Bottom of the first we go. You might have noticed in between the break that Ryan Anderson, you see him walk in there from the first base bag. That's a fresh bag of dirt that was just used, and we can probably expect a lot of dirt to be used here today with the heavy rain coming down. It's coming down pretty good. Wouldn't surprise me at all if we do end up getting a rain delay, which will be a first for West Prairie Broadcasting. We started this 4 years ago. We never had a rain delay. Sure, we had a power delay before and a lot of postponements, some few cancellations, but we never had a rain delay. So, and for Greencastle-Antrim to make a long trip here, it is a long trip for the Blue Devils to be here today. So one thing's for sure, they want to get this game in, and they have to get it in because it's a mid-pen division matchup. So here we go with the top of the lineup for West Perry. Greencastle-Antrim 1 run on 2 hits in the first, and so here we go with Mason Sano. And there is a strike. You can probably expect a lot of first pitch swinging and a bunt here pulled back, and that's ball 1. Called by the home plate umpire today, Luke Roman. Here's the next pitch, and this is hit high in the air and out towards left field. And left fielder Ryan Farrell with the rain hitting his face, and he's able to make the grab, and there's the first out of the inning for the first. For the West Prairie Mustangs, here comes Austin Lyons. Austin Lyons having himself a good year so far for the Mustangs, and he looked to keep his hot hitting going, but there's called strike one to Austin Lyons, the third baseman. And here's a swing and foul back for strike two. The starting pitcher for Greencastle-Antrim, by the way, is Landon Hoof. And already off to a good start. And Hoof, I mean, understandably so. I don't know if he does this normally, but he likes to hurry it up. And there's a waste pitch way up high for ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Austin Lyons. Yeah, Landon Hoof really hurrying on his pitches here. I don't know if he does that normally, but I would understand if he does that here today because of the rain. And there's ball two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. And there is ball three. Ooh, ends up hitting Luke Roman, and he's able to stand up. Keep standing, I should say. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Austin Lyons. There's the next pitch, and a high fastball swung on and missed from Austin Lyons. And there are quickly 2 outs in the first. That'll bring up Cole Brown, the starting pitcher. We see our athletic trainer, Zach Rudy, here today in his rain gear. Wearing his Westchester University rain gear. That's where Zach Rudy went to school, good old Westchester. Good school out of the PSAC Division II. 1 ball and no strike pitch here to Cole Brown, and is down at the knees for strike one. And a curveball is in for strike two. Good breaking ball for Landon Hoof. And the 1-2 pitch, looking for a quick getting, and just missing. I thought Luke Roman was about to, he stood up very quickly. I thought he was going to call that strike three. 2 balls and 2 strike pitch coming up here from Hoof. Here it is, and a high breaking ball, it looked like a slider, laid off for ball three. Everybody with umbrellas today, except for everybody currently on the field. 3-2 pitch, swung on, and that's going to get it down the line, foul. I'm seeing a lot of umbrellas today. I think I only see like 1 or 2 people here without an umbrella for fans in attendance today. Not many fans, but everybody, but except I see 2 fans without an umbrella. And here's a high fastball again, not laid out by Cole Brown, and that is strike three for the third out. And the Mustangs go down 1-2-3 in the first. We are going to the second inning, a 1-0 lead for the Blue Devils of Greencastle-Antrim High School. This is West Prairie Baseball Senior Night. Second inning, you can hear the rain just coming down. I can hear it on my headset here, and it's just coming down hard, ladies and gentlemen. It's got to be tough to try to get this game, and again, it wouldn't surprise me at all if we end up getting a rain delay. But according to our friends over the ABC 27 Weather Center, that this rain is just not going to let up anytime soon. In fact, they said earlier today that Eric Fickenbeiner, he said that this could be a trend of rain. There's a good chance of rain every day for the next 10 to 13 days. I mean, it's amazing. I feel like Forrest Gump. That one part in Forrest Gump where he's at Vietnam and then he said it started raining and it didn't quit for 4 months or something like that. Yeah, it was crazy. Strike one here to Garrett Decker as we're underway here in the top of the second inning. Garrett Decker leading us off here for the Blue Devils. And here he is one, and Mason Sano. He's been busy there at shortstop today. Long throw, a good stretch for Brandon McKeever. And there's out number one. Mason Sano has been busy shortstop position here today. That's the second play made. And he's had a couple of balls hit to him so far in this game. Here comes Briggs Reminick. Briggs Reminick, the shortstop. Right, number 3, and here's the first pitch, breaking ball, and that is ball 1. Yeah, the rain is coming down, ladies and gentlemen, but believe me, I have seen worse. Believe me, I mean, when it comes to sporting events and weather, I mean, sometimes it's not a good mix. A great example, I was a sophomore here at West Perry here back in 2010, I think. Yeah, 2010, I was on the track and field team. That 1 year I was on the track team. And our first meet at home was against Steel High and some other team. I forget who else was there, but I just remember Steel High being there. Probably West Shore Christian Academy was the other team. But anyway, it was the tri-meet for track and field of my only year on the track and field team here at West Perry. And the weather was bad, but we still had to meet. And you want to know how bad the weather was there? It was raining, it was snowing, it was sleet, rain, snow, windy. It was so windy. And I was a shot put thrower on a track and field team. And in the first meet, I did not get to play. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Briggs Reminick. And I was like, well, and as soon as the coach told me I wasn't playing today, I was like, well, fine. And can I go home? He's like, no, we need you to stay here for setup or anything else. And I'm like, well, fine, just call me when you need me. I'll be in the locker room, staying warm. It was freezing, like cold, rain, wind, the snow, the sleet. Yeah, that was the first track and field meet I was ever at. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Briggs Reminick. Yeah, that's a day I'll never forget. I also had to help with the hurdles and yeah. But hey, that's track and field. They'll play in anything. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. That pitch in the dirt. That's the first strikeout for Cole Brown. And that's the second out here in the second inning. 2 away with bases empty. Good bounce back here for Cole Brown. Cole Brown wasn't a bad first inning either. Only 1 run on 2 hits. It was an RBI double for Ethan Ford. It could have been worse, but 2 quick outs after that. And here's strike 1 to Logan Shiflett, the designated hitter for Greencastle-Antrim. On a cold and rainy day. I wouldn't say it's cold here today. The game time temperature is at 60 degrees. Swung on and ruled dead at the plate. Going off of Shiflett. No balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, it's not really cold. That's the thing. I mean, it's a warm rain. It's not like that Guns N' Roses song, November, the cold November rain. No, it's a warm May rain. And 0-2 pitch is swung on and fouled back. Tell you one thing, those game balls are being put out of play. They're getting wet. So you gotta have to have somebody set on those game balls going out of play and getting them quick. And 0-2 pitch is laid off a high fastball for ball 1. The West Perry Mustangs went down in order in the bottom of the first, 1, 2, 3. And here comes the 1-2 pitch from Cole Brown, and it's swung on and down the third base line, foul. Good rip, but just a tad early. And still 1 ball and 2 strikes here to the designated hitter, Logan Shiflett. We've pretty much seen almost everything for West Prairie baseball since we started broadcasting their games back in 2021. We've been doing this for 4 years now, and like we see a little bit of everything. And like I remember, it was either last year or a year ago. We might have to hold up on that, however, as this ball is hit high and Brandon McKeever called for it in foul territory. He makes the grab, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the West Prairie defense. The Blue Devils go down in order. We're going into the bottom of the second. Still 1-0 lead for the Blue Devils. This is West Prairie baseball. Bottom of the second. And rain still coming down. I think it's getting harder as the game goes on. Here we are in the bottom of the second. Again, the PIAA rule is that you have to have 4.5 innings played for it to be an official game. So I don't know if it'll go full 7 innings here today, but with the score being 1-0 right now, I would hate for it to end right here. So here we go. Bottom of the second. Bryce Smith, the senior, coming up. He takes ball one in the dirt. Before the end of the top of the second inning, I was mentioning about we see a little bit of everything. We never seen a rain delay here for West Prairie baseball. And one highlight I remember very well, it was either last year or the year before. We had Greencastle-Antrim here twice. We had to finish the one game where West Prairie was the away team because that game got suspended due to darkness at Greencastle-Antrim. So when the Blue Devils came here, they decided to hold off and finish the game. And Bryce Smith goes to first on a 4-pitch walk. First base runner for the Mustangs, a 4-pitch walk for Bryce Smith. And I'll bring up Brandon McKeever. Good start here for the Mustangs. A bunt is popped up, and it's going to be caught by the first baseman, Parker Funk. And a wasted bunt attempt there goes for an out. Brandon McKeever usually very good at bunting, but I don't know if the rain might have an impact on today's game like it did right there. Here comes Eli Lyons now. Yeah, Lyons, the first pitch to him, high fastball, laid off for ball one. So yeah, I think it was 2 years ago, if I remember it, that we had Greencastle-Antrim here finish a suspended game here where Greencastle-Antrim won. It was a close game too, and then right after that they had the other game, West Prairie, the home team, against Greencastle-Antrim, where the West Prairie Mustangs won. So it was like a double header, if you will. Like the last game, I think, started in the 5th inning. And then here is ball two to strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike here to Eli Lyons. Or 2 balls and a strike, excuse me. 2 balls, 1 strike pitch here. And check swing. Did he go? No, says the basis umpire Brian Rom. That's ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Bryce Smith at first with 1 out. And Lyons swings at the 3-1 pitch and gets it out of play for strike 2. It is senior night for West Perry. Bryce Smith currently at first base. And there goes Smith as swing for strike three. And Bryce Smith is safe at second. And looks like Bryce Smith might have got chucked up a little bit there. Oh my goodness, he's holding on to something of his. And yeah, the bases umpire, Brian Ron, set immediately calling over, and the Greencastle-Antrim coach is actually coming out here. Are they actually looking at? No, I think they're looking at somebody. I think they were looking at the second baseman, Briggs Reminick. Or no, that's Ethan Ford. Excuse me. No, Garrett Decker is the second baseman. But it's strike three. Eli Lyons goes down swing for a second out, and Bryce Smith is giving it. I thought they were looking at Bryce Smith there for a second, but he says it's okay. And the second baseman, Garrett Decker, says he's also okay. So it's the stolen base. And here comes David LaChance, the designated hitter. Swinging at the first pitch and missing for strike one. David LaChance, the senior, hasn't had a start at home all year until today, and he is the designated hitter. Here is ball one to LaChance. 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's play softball is also at home today against Greencastle-Antrim, and there's called strike two. 2 outs. Bryce Smith at second. There's the next pitch, and that's down low for ball 2. We can hear Greencastle-Antrim head coach Eric Shaner saying, go right after him. Can't hit the fastball, and see what who does here, and there's a fastball, and LaChance able to foul it back. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strike here to David LaChance, the senior. 2-2 pitch, high fastball, swung on and missed. Back-to-back strikeouts and 4 strikeouts already for Landon Hoof. The Mustangs don't get anything going with a runner in scoring position, and we're going into the 3rd inning here. 1-0 lead for Greencastle-Antrim. You are watching West Prairie Baseball Senior Night against the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be back for inning number 3 here on a wet West Prairie High School. Third inning we go, and the rain just continuing to come down. It doesn't seem as heavy as it was in the 2nd inning, but still the rain just not letting up. As we are set for a 3rd, and for the Blue Devils, 9 1-2 hitters are due up. Yeah, I think we just saw David LaChance running in front of us here, and they're heading down to the bullpen, and they are covering up the bullpen to keep it dry. Probably should have done that sooner. But here we go. Cole Brown still on the mound for the Mustangs. 9 1-2 hitters for the Blue Devils. Jarek Saflarski takes ball 1 in the dirt. 5 straight retired by the West Prairie defense heading into this inning. Greencastle-Antrim 1 run on 2 hits. And here's a swing, and that will go out of play for strike 1. Jarek Saflarski, one of 10 seniors on the Greencastle-Antrim baseball team. They have a full team of seniors. I mean, it's unbelievable. And there is ball two. What's even more surprising, I mean, this team, they went to the state semifinals a year ago. They went to District 3 Championship, lost to Mechanicsburg in a championship game. It was a very tight contest, too, in that championship game. But then the Blue Devils going all the way to the state semifinals for the second time in program history. Their first since the year 2000. 2 balls and 2 strikes after that foul ball. But with all the seniors, with all the talent that they have, they're 9-8, which is really surprising. So here we go, a high fly ball. Jordy Ogden looking for it, and that goes out of play. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. I looked at the Greencastle-Antrim schedule, and they face some tough teams. Like, yeah, they face the same teams that we do in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. But it's the Greencastle-Antrim has a tougher non-conference schedule. And now here's a rip from Soflarski, the number 9 hitter, and he rips one out to center field, lands in front of Bryce Smith, and that is a leadoff base hit for the Blue Devils. Jarek Soflarski on board to lead off the third. So that'll bring up the top of the lineup for Carter McCauley. Ironically, not a senior, but he's in the starting lineup at the top of the lineup, too. And so here's the first pitch, and a bunt pulled back for ball 1. It does seem like, I don't know for sure, but the rain looks like it's getting light a little bit. And one thing that's nice about today's forecast is we don't have to worry about the sun glaring up the camera like we're used to seeing all season towards the end of the game. And so here is ball 2 to McCauley. 2-0 here to the Blue Devils center fielder. And here's the 2-0 pitch from Cole Brown, and swung on and popped up, and that'll get out of play for strike 1. I'll tell you, one person that's not very happy about this rain is Mama Bird. Up in the, she's sitting pretty on the West Prairie dugout at top of it. She has a nest in there, and she can't get into the dugout very one in a way, so hopefully, the eggs are definitely dry, I can tell you that. Mama Bird just sitting out here getting wet. It's like, what am I gonna do? I wish you all leave so I can get back to my babies. 2 balls and 1 strike here. And next pitch, and it's gonna be a bunt down the third base line, foul, strike 2. And Carter McCauley was flying. He was thinking that was gonna be a fair ball, but it went well foul. I mean, not by much, but it was definitely foul. And the third inning here on a wet senior night for West Prairie baseball. West Prairie softball is also at home on the other side of campus here. The West Prairie Lane Mustangs also taking on Greencastle-Antrim. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Carter McCauley. It was a tough session. Like I wish we could broadcast both games, but we do not have the equipment for outdoor games. A timeout call right when Cole Brown was throwing. Oh my goodness, you hate to see that. You really do, especially on a rainy day like this. Hopefully get some scoring updates from West Prairie softball taking on the Blue Devils. And there's ball 4. Carter McCauley goes to first on a base on balls. And Jarek Soflarski goes over to second. The reason why West Prairie softball is hosting Greencastle-Antrim today is because earlier this season, the Lady Mustangs were supposed to host Greencastle-Antrim, but just like today, it was raining, but the field was surprisingly dry down in Greencastle-Antrim. So the West Prairie softball team traveled with the baseball team down to Greencastle-Antrim, where West West Prairie baseball and softball teams went to Greencastle-Antrim. Today is the other way around. Both Greencastle-Antrim baseball and softball teams here at West Prairie today on a rainy Thursday. And the rain, we can tell now, it's getting harder. Ball one here to Ryan Farrell. He reached our fielder's choice, and then he later scored. He is the one run on the top of your screen here. And throw back to second, nothing doing. You see Mama Bird there in the fence. She's trying to get back in the dugout to her nest. There's the bunt and pulled back for ball two. Ryan Farrell. And the rain just continuing to pour. I'm telling you, we see a little bit of everything for West Prairie Broadcasting, but never a rain delay. We have a chance of getting that here today. There's the next pitch, and that's in for a call, strike one. See, if I was the home plate umpire here in this game, and it's pouring down rain like it is right now, I would make the biggest strike zone I can make. So we can bury this game along a little faster. And step back here. And we can see Greencastle-Antrim players getting frustrated with all these throwbacks and step-offs here for Cole Brown. And understandably so. This game is very wet here, and a bunt goes out of play here in the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Ryan Farrell. Yeah, rain just not letting up. I'm loving this canopy right now, by the way. It's doing wonders for me here today and for everyone else at home. And here's 2-2 pitch, and it's up high for ball 3. It's like we like the road, Route 74 is goes right by the baseball field here. Everyone who's driving, they're probably wondering, saying, man, are they actually playing in the rain? Yeah, we are. And here's a blooper, goes out to center field for a base hit. Ryan Farrell goes to first, and here comes the runner from third, and that is the RBI single. Jarek Sosrowski scores from second, and it's now 2-0 Blue Devils. Mason Sano diving for it, and yeah, the mud all over his uniform. And RBI single for Ryan Farrell. And now 2-0 lead, and Ethan Ford, he gave the Blue Devils a 1-0 lead with an RBI double in the first. And he has a chance to give the Blue Devils another run with runners at first and second. And there's a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Good stop there for Tanner Sager. I think the rain is harder than it's ever been right now. We can just see the uniforms, the coaches, the umpires, they are just getting drenched right now. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the next pitch, and that's in for a call, strike 1. I mean, seriously, if I was the home plate umpire and I want to get this game in today, I would just make the biggest strike zone there is, just to hurry this game along. Or better yet, how about a pitch clock like they use in Major League Baseball now? And there is call strike 2 to Ethan Ford. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still nobody out here in the 3rd inning. And a 1-2 pitch coming up here from Brown, and timeout here at the plate. So let's go. Our no rain never hurt anybody. That's pretty much what Greencastle-Antrim players are saying. There's a 1-2, and that swung on and fouled away. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2, and oh, look out. Even Ford had to duck out of the way just barely there. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Man, that pitch was up around Ethan Ford's head. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's the 2-2. And it's swung on, and this is popped up. And Mason Sano will make the grab. A flare blooper, and this time caught by Mason Sano. And there is the first out of the third. Up next is Parker Funk, the first baseman for the Blue Devils. He hit one hard, but lined out to Jordy Ogden out in right field his first time up. He's 0 for 1. There's the first pitch, and that snuck in to the jersey of Parker Funk. It stayed in there, man. That's a hit by a pitch. Parker Funk's like, man, that went right through the seams right through the buttons of a jersey, and now here comes Jeff Sano as the hit by pitch makes the bases loaded here with 1 out. Yeah, that's a first for us, for West Brand Broadcasting. We never see, like, we've seen plenty of hit by pitches before, but never where a ball went inside the jersey, like it went right up in there. I've seen that a couple of times in Major League Baseball, but that's a first in person for me. So now the bases are loaded because of that. And Jeff Sano embracing the rain a little bit. West Perry, if you didn't notice, they are wearing their camel hats here today. Not the camel jerseys, because that represents the military appreciation game. We just had that on Monday when Northern was here. But West Perry wearing the camel hats here today for senior night. So Avery Hurst now comes up with the bases loaded. He grounded out to Mason Sano his first time up at shortstop. So the Mustangs are definitely looking for that same result for a possible double play ball to get out of the inning. Bases are loaded. Carter McCauley at third, Ryan Farrell at second, and Parker Funk at first. 1-1 pitch here from Cole Brown is taken close, and it's ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Blue Devils right fielder. Here comes the 1-1, and a high fastball swung on and missed for strike 2. Definitely wise here, mixing it up here for Cole Brown. The pitch before that last one was low, then the next pitch was up high and not laid off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I bet you he throws it right down the middle right here. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and this ball is hammered out towards center field. Bryce Smith is going to make the grab. The runners from second and third are tagging, and a sacrifice fly scores Carter McCauley from third. It's 3-0 Blue Devils. Ryan Farrell goes to third from second. Parker Funk stays put at first, so runners at the corners here with 2 outs. For Garrett Decker, he started the second inning with a ground out to Mason Sano. And timeout here. Yeah, I mean, since Westbury softball is literally right down the road from us, I mean, we might be able to get some updates from Westbury softball if we can. And here's a rip and ground ball, and that goes out to left field for a base hit. And the Blue Devils out of number. 3 runs in the third inning makes it 4-0. An RBI single for Garrett Decker. Parker's Funk goes over to second. And now Briggs Reminick comes up, the eighth batter of the inning. Blue Devils have blown it open here a little bit. 4-0 here in the third. Again, this is a huge game for both of these teams in terms for playoff implications. And here's a swing at first pitch, and that's going to drop out left field. Barehanded by Ryan Herster. Play to plate, but no throw. And it's going to be an RBI single for Briggs Reminick. He struck out the first time. Then he rips one out to left field for an RBI single. It is 5-0 Greencastle-Antrim. Garrett Decker goes over second, and now Jeff Stano, for the second time in this inning, is coming out, and I believe it wouldn't surprise me at all if this is it for Cole Brown on the mound. See what Jeff Stano does here. Yep, that is it for Cole Brown on the mound. We have a pitching change coming up here for the Mustangs, and it looks like he's passing the ball to Mason Stano. We'll be back for a pitching change. 2 outs in the top of the third, but 5-0 lead for the Blue Devils. We'll be back after this pitching change for the Mustangs. You know how important this game is to both teams? You know it's very important when the coaches for both teams help out on the field with fresh dirt, try to keep the base lanes dry for the most part. I mean, I don't think it's working very well. I mean, it is for a little bit, but not for long. But they're going to keep this game going as long as they can. Again, the PIAA rule is you have to finish 4.5 innings. So for it to be an official game, you have to go through 4 and then 1/2 of the fifth. So yeah, we have a little bit of a delay right now. So I believe this is our first ever rain delay to help out with the dirt on the field. We see our athletic director Ryan Anderson also out there just spraying dirt, some fresh dirt. So I guess you can count this as a rain delay. I mean, it's not too bad where you have to have the players go back to the dugouts. But yeah, so we're just keeping this game going. But the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils are piling on here in the third. 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, and 2 outs here in the top of the third. And Mason Sano is going to be pitching now for the Mustangs. As I believe Cole Brown is going to go to shortstop position. We did see Cole Brown go back out there. Brandon McKeever, of course, is going to be at first. And Eli Lyons, I believe, will stay at second. And Austin Lyons will stay at third. Sometimes Austin Lyons does go over to shortstop sometimes, but I believe Cole Brown is going to be out at shortstop for now Mason Sano coming out to pitch. You can see, we'll zoom in here a little bit on Mason Sano and see how dirty his jersey is. That's number one. That's Mason Sano. Once he turns around, just getting set here, you'll see how dirty his jersey. There it is. I mean, yeah, it is wet here, ladies and gentlemen. It is so wet, and when you got wet field, you got muddy field, and the infield is definitely muddy, as we can see the fresh dirt being spread out around every base, including home plate especially, down the first base line. Yeah, they definitely want to get this game in today. I don't know if we're going to go full 7 innings, but we're going to try. So thank you for tuning in, and now is a really good time for our West Prairie Athletic Department trivia question of the game. And today, like, most of my questions are usually pretty easy, but this is a good one here. So our trivia question for today is, how many times has West Prairie Baseball faced a current team out of the Mid-Penn Colonial Division in the District 3 playoffs? How many times has West Prairie Baseball faced a current Mid-Penn Colonial Division team in the District 3 playoffs in West Prairie Baseball history? We'll have that answer for you coming up in the next half inning, if we have a next half inning. Yeah, so, yeah, it's wet. It's muddy. We got new dirt on the field now, as we have a rain delay, officially. Wonder how West Prairie softball is doing. West Prairie softball also at home today against Greencastle-Antrim Lady Blue Devils. Starting to get a couple scores from around the area, though. Susquehanna softball is hosting Lion Mountain, and you're not going. They are playing at Susquehanna right now, and Susquehanna after the first inning, 21-0 for Susquehanna against Lion Mountain. I mean, wow. So now Mason Sound finally getting some reps in. Again, thank you so much for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. West Prairie Baseball Senior Night. Ryden Hertzler, David LaChance, Bryce Smith will be graduating here in less than a month. Can you believe it? I mean, man. It seems like 12 years ago that I graduated from West Prairie. I mean, yeah, it was 12 years ago, 2012. So here we go after a little bit of a delay. And here we go, Mason Sano pitching to Logan Shiflett. And Shiflett swings at the first pitch and fouls it off for strike one. The ninth hitter of the inning, 2 outs here. Garrett Decker at second. And Briggs Bremenick at first, a 5-0 lead. 4 runs here in the third, and now Mason Sano is here pitching. Cole Brown is at shortstop now. So here we go, and 0-1 pitch is down low for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Final line score for Cole Brown, 2 2/3 of an inning, facing 16 batters, had 1 strikeout, gave up 1 walk and 6 hits. And so far, 5 runs, but he is responsible for those runners at first and second. Breaking ball in for call strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Greencastle-Antrim fans, they're like, ooh, that looked a little bit low, but hey, it's raining, so you're up by 5, so relax a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Sano is swung on and fouled back. Logan Shiflett remaining up 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, the balloons here are getting drenched. Everybody here getting drenched. A lot of umbrellas here. And it seems like a few fans went back to their cars to stay warm a little bit. I mean, it's not really cold. It's 60 degrees right now. And, oh, that was close that second. Mason Sound has an incredible arm, and that was close at second. And Garrett Decker favoring his right shoulder a little bit there, but he will stay in. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch is swung on and barely foul tipped. And back. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Like, yeah, it's not a very cold rain. I mean, it's raining, yeah, but it's somewhat warm. It's not windy. That's the big thing here. Like, usually here in Perry County, when we have rain, it's also windy. Fortunately, we don't have any wind here today, so that makes this game a little more comfortable. Despite the heavy rain here, 1 ball, 2 strike pitch again is fouled off by Shiflett. And still 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. West Perry baseball winners of their last 3 senior night games since 2021. They'll look to keep that streak going. And here's the next pitch, and that is blocked by Sigler, but it gets away. And on a wild pitch, 2 balls and 2 strikes, Garrett Decker goes to third, and Briggs Bremenick goes to second. Two balls, 2 strike pitch cut off for Mason Sound. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the 2-2. And swing and foul down the third baseline. Good battle here for Logan Shiflett. He popped out to Brian McKeever his first time up to end the second. And here he has a good at bat going. 9 pitches coming up now. And Mama Bird is happy. She just flew back into the dugout. Went back to her nest. Yeah, Mama Bird is happy now. I have no idea. Oh, I think Ryan is getting some information of the
Top or bottom?
of the softball game, and another foul ball. Shiflett just surviving here. A base hit will bring in 1 and perhaps 2 runs for the Blue Devils.
And we're still on. We're up to bat. How many outs?
So 2 balls, 2 strike pitch from Sando. Here it is, and another foul ball. Greencastle-Antrim fans starting to realize how big this at bat is. That's pitch number 10 right there. And number 11 coming up. Big battle here. Mason Sound. And here comes the 2-2 pitch and another foul ball. Man, oh man. We're going to start running out of game balls. That one did stay in play, however, but to the backstop. So I guess we have a scoring update from softball.
7-6, Greencastle, bottom of the 5th. West Perry still at the bat.
Wow. Well, at least that game is going a little bit faster. So the Blue Devils for West Perry softball. West Perry softball down 7-6 in the 5th inning. Yeah, that game's going by quick. A high-scoring game, too. And there is ball 3. The 9th hitter of the inning and a big battle here. That's 13 pitches in this at-bat. And it's 3-2. Here's a 3-2 pitch. And a swing, and that will do it again. Oh, my goodness. What an at-bat here. Mason Sando, he's looking over to the dugout, looking to his dad, the head coach, Jeff Sando, saying, what do I have to do to get him out? Or at least keep the ball in play. 3 balls, 2 strikes for 2 outs. So 3-2, and another foul ball. That's 15. 15 pitches in this at bat. I think we're looking at a record here for West Bay Broadcasting for the longest at bat. 15. 15. Yeah, oh my goodness. This is pitch number 16 right here. And a step off here. Big battle here. Mason Sound looking for a big out to end the inning. Pitch number 16 is laid off for ball 4. A 16 pitch at bat results in a walk, and the Blue Devils once again have them loaded. What a battle. And ends up with a walk, and the Blue Devils bat around here. Jarek Soflarski started this inning with a leadoff single. And here he swings at the first pitch, and it's got to be fouled back for strike 1. Wow, 16 pitches and wins up with a walk. That's an incredible at bat for Logan Shiflett, the designated hitter. But the bases are loaded now with 2 outs. Bases loaded for the second time in this inning. Comes the 0-1 pitch to Staflarski, and that's in for a call strike 2. Definitely not fooling around this time. And here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's at third, and that squeezes by Terrence Ziegler, but fortunately not all the way to the backstop as everyone stays put. Garrett Decker at third, Briggs Reminick at second, and after a 16 pitch at bat, Logan Shiflett is at first. The rain just continuing to pour down. And some water building up in our canopy here. The 1-2 down low, even at ball 2. A long third inning. A rain delay for a little bit. A long at bat, and here's the ground ball. Picked up by Austin Lyons at third. He steps on the back for the fourth, and that will finally end the inning. A long top of the third, and 4 runs cut across the score for the Blue Devils. It is 5-0. Greencastle-Antrim heading into the bottom of the third. This is West Perry Baseball. We have finally reached the bottom of the third inning. And still a long way to go. It could have been a lot worse for the West Perry Mustangs because the Blue Devils scored 4 runs on 4 hits, but leaving the bases loaded. Even after a 16 pitch at bat for Logan Shiflett, that ended up as a walk. And so here we go, bottom of the third. 8, 9, and 1 hitters stood out for the Mustangs as Jordy Ogden will lead us off here in the bottom of the third. And that ball, Dunga hits the bat anyway. Talk about bad luck for Jordy Ogden. When it hits the bat, it's a foul ball. It was going to be ball 1, but it tips the bat. And it's strike 1. That's unfortunate. That's one of the unfortunate things about this sport, where you intend to duck out of the way, but the ball hits the bat. And there's a wild pitch there for ball 1. Landon Hoof had a long break for the third, so it'll be interesting to see how Hoof does in this inning after such a long break when the Blue Devils were up to bat. So here we go, and that's 3 pitches outside of strike zone, and it's 2-1. These pitches are wild right now for Landon Hoof. And here's a swing, and that's a ground ball. Handled well by a third baseman, Staflarski. Throw to first at the same time, and there's out number 1. Good hitter is kind of there for Jordy Ogden, but right to Jarek Staflarski for the first out.
Still 7-6 Greencastle.
That'll bring up Tanner Sigler.
All right, thanks. Okay. All right.
And the rain just continuing to pour down. 7
Down 5-0. It's the bottom of third.
ball of third here.
Field's been pretty bad.
And there is ball 1 here to Tanner Sigler.
All right.
Had to get an update here for
Update if anything happens.
West Perry softball.
All right.
They were down 7-6 last time we checked. And here's a high fly ball, and that's going to be caught by Briggs Reminick, the shortstop. And they're very quickly 2 outs here. The Mustangs still looking for their first hit of the game. 1 base runner, that was Bryce Smith with a leadoff walk in the second. And now back to the top of the lineup, Mason Sano. He flew out to left fielder Ryan Farrell his first time up. He's 0 for 1, just like 8 of his teammates through the first part of the lineup. And there's ball 1. Yeah, I'll be shocked if we get a full game here today. And here is ball 2. So far for Landon Hoof in the bottom of the third, he's only thrown 1 strike. And here is ball 3. So the West Perry Mustangs might want to be a little bit patient here at the plate, because who knows how long this game is going to continue. So here's a 3-0, and that's ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Mason Sano, second base runner of the game for the Mustangs. And 2-out base runner in Mason Sano, who has the speed. And somebody was just honking down the road saying, "You gotta be kidding me. How are you all playing?" I can pretty much ask myself the same question. How are we playing here in the heavy rain? Man, oh man. So here's Austin Lyons now. And there is ball 1. Austin Lyons struck out for the second out in the first. Landon Hoof has 4 strikeouts. He had all 4 through the first 2 innings. And there is ball 2. By the way, we never shared the substitutions for West Perry Baseball. Substitution includes number 6, Hunter Johnson. There's strike 1. Number 14, Quentin Palm. And number 25, Wyatt Fritz. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch, and that's down low for ball 3. Yeah, that long top of the third inning might have had an impact stamina-wise on the pitcher, Hoof. And a throw over. Nothing doing. I mean, Mason Sound definitely has the speed, but with the wet infield here, I don't know if he might want to take off here. I'll be shocked if there are 8 stolen bases here today. Yeah, there hasn't been any so far. And here's the 3-1, and that's ball 4. Back-to-back walks for the West Perry Mustangs, as Mason Sano goes over to second. They have 2 outs, and now Greencastle coach Eric Shaner coming up to talk to Landon Hoof. Despite 2 outs here in the bottom of third, Landon Hoof has been all over the strike zone, allow wild pitches that were nowhere close to the strike zone so far in this inning. But yeah, we'll show you here what the infield here looks like, especially there at first base. I mean, it is just soaking wet. I mean, it's really bad here with the rain continuing to pour down. I mean, definitely not ideal field conditions. That's why we have so many fresh bags of dirt to have the infield playable, or runnable, I should say. So here we go with Cole Brown now. Now the shortstop, and here is ball one. This is going to be the big inning that West Prairie's been looking for, but it comes with 2 outs. Good opportunity to score right here, and there is ball 2. Landon Hoof struggling to find the strike zone right now. Walked the last 2 batters after getting the first 2 out. And there, just missing for ball 3, and Landon Hoof was waiting for that one. 3 balls and no strikes here to Cole Brown, who struck out to end the first inning. And there's a high strike 1. I mean, it's a free take, so yeah, that have to be the strike. 3-1 pitch here from Hoof, and same spot. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Big comeback there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Both runners will be taken off here on this pitch with 2 outs. There they go. 3-2 is swung on and fouled back. He won't do it again. Cole Brown did go down on the high fastball his first time out to end the first, where the Mustangs went down 1-2-3. Here comes the next pitch, and that's ball 4. 3 straight walks given up by Landon Hoof, and the bases are now loaded for the first time for the Mustangs. Mason Sando at third, Austin Lyons at second, Cole Brown now at first. And that'll bring up Bryce Smith, and he walked his first time up. He does that again, that brings in a run. And now a timeout here, as we got fresh game balls now. Yeah, we're going to be needing a lot of those here today. Bryce Smith walked his first time out. Bases are loaded for the first time for West Perry. And there's strike 1. That's what Landon Hoof needed right there. A first pitch strike. Mustangs in good shape here. With 2 outs and breaking ball in for call strike 2. Where did this come from? Struggling to find a strike zone now. Back-to-back pitches for a strike. The 0-2. And it swung on and popped up. This is going to be playable in foul territory. And no, it won't be actually. It goes out of play down the third base side. Still no balls and 2 strikes to the senior Bryce Smith. You take a look at some of the senior nights that West Prairie has seen in recent history. One of the greatest of all time. 2 years ago, it was against Shippensburg, where Aiden Russell had the walk-off hit in the 7th. And he was a senior back then 2 years ago. And their breaking ball is called strike 3. And that will end the inning. 3 straight walks, followed by a strikeout looking. And we are going into the 4th inning. And a 5-0 lead for the Blue Devils. This is West Perry Baseball Senior Night. We are back here for the fourth inning, and the umpires are getting together here, talking to the Greencastle-Antrim coach, Eric Shaner. I don't know what this might be about, but if I had to take a guess, it means that this game is not going to go a full 7 innings. Again, the PIAA rule is that you have to have 4.5 innings played for it to be an official game. And the umpires just shook hands with Eric Shaner here. And now they're going to come over, and I think they're about to call this game. I think that's what the umpires are talking about. The umpires are Luke Roman and Brian Rom. They just shook hands with Eric Shaner. Almost looked like that the game is over. So now Jeff Sando is coming out to talk to Shaner. Two head coaches getting together. And yeah, I think this might be a rain delay. I mean, this game might be over now, but the PIAA rule, again, is that you have to have 4.5 innings. So the rain is not going to get any better by any means, but for sure, Greencastle-Antrim doesn't want to come back here another day because it's a long trip. It's at least an hour, like an hour and a half maybe, for the Blue Devils to be here today. So now we see Eric Shaner talking to Mason Sando a little bit. And now we're looking at Brian Rom and the umpires. They're leaving. I think this game might be over. So this so what we're gonna say? Yeah, I'll show you for yourself. Those are the two umpires. They're leaving. Like this might be this game might be over. So the umpires are leaving. And the teams, they're not lining up for handshakes. And this game is over. Oh my goodness. What a tough way. Wow, that's tough right there. The game is over, ladies and gentlemen. They just called it due to rain. And that's it. I mean, I don't know if this game is going to be made up, but as of right now, this is a win for the Greencastle-Antrim, and this is a 3-inning no-hitter. And wow, this game is over after 3 innings. And that's tough, especially for West Prairie Baseball Senior Night. I mean, that's tough, but when the rain just will not quit. Teams line up for handshakes, and that's it. Yeah, this is definitely final, and now we see teams getting together here. I don't think anybody's arguing about the outcome here, and yeah, so we're gonna try to get word here from our athletic director Ryan Anderson to see what we're gonna do here. Because again, like I was told earlier, that the PIAA rule is that you have to have 4.5 innings for this to be an official game. I mean, the two teams are talking, so it's and it doesn't look like West Prairie is gonna go out to right field like they usually do after the game is over. I mean, this is a tough way to end the game for sure. And so we're going to try to get confirmation here, and we'll get the final stats here of this game. And we'll get back to you in about a minute. So give us some time here, and I'll get the official word of what's happening here today. But one thing's for sure, this game is over. So we'll see if it's suspended or if it's just flat out over. We'll find out here in a couple of minutes. Stick with us. We'll be right back. We are back here for the West Prairie Athletic Park post-game wrap-up. We just got confirmation that this is not a final score. The game has been suspended, which means that this game will continue at another day. It'll probably be tomorrow. We don't know for sure. But this is tough for Greencastle-Antrim because that means they have to come back here. They have to make another long trip to be here. So this game is officially suspended. It is not final. The score that you see is final for today, but the game will continue probably tomorrow. We'll have that update for you on the West Prairie Athletic Park's social media for sure, and find a way to get this game in because it's not an official game. The PIAA rule is that you have to have the game. The official game time has to be 4.5 innings. So when this game continues at another time, then there will be the 4th inning to start with Greencastle up 5-0, heading into the top of the 4th inning. So that's gonna do it for us. I mean, right now, like this is a first for us for West Prairie Broadcasting. We have a suspended game due to rain, and we'll have this game finished another day, probably tomorrow. Stay tuned. You can also find out on my professional Facebook page, facebook.com/WP Going Pipes. Once I get word of anything, West Prairie softball is still going, I believe, so we'll have updates from them as well. And yeah, so this is it. On behalf of our athletic director, Ryan Anderson, our public address announcer was also Mr. Ryan Anderson, our high school principal, Christopher Casian, and our superintendent, Jeff Coons, and all of us here at West Prairie High School. I am Alex Ball, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying so long for now at West Prairie High School. This has been a presentation of the first 3 innings of West Prairie Baseball Senior Night against the Greencastle-Antrim Blue Devils, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. Your score after 3 innings is Greencastle-Antrim 5-0, and we'll have updates throughout the day later on social media, Facebook, Twitter, everything for West Prairie Athletics, and we'll find out when this game will continue. Definitely not today, I can tell you that. But hopefully tomorrow, we'll see as we get set for the 4th inning later on. Your score after 3 innings, Greencastle-Antrim 5, West Prairie 0, and this game will be back at another day, another time. Until then, see you later and stay dry.